Good morning, everyone. I'm Darnelle, and I'm the youngest granddaughter of the three of us. And no, I'm not going to say I'm the favorite granddaughter or grandchild just because I'm the baby, because Grandma adored all of us, and she loved us devotedly, fiercely, and with so much effervescence. I am still standing because I am riding on the prayers of my grandma. I will never forget when the world was rallying behind me. There Grandma was. I remember I was in the hospital and they showed me a picture of Grandma. Mind you, she was sitting on her plastic covered furniture and she was covered from head to toe in yellow in support of me. And the caption under the picture read, "Yellow for Darnelle, Grandma Edris loves you." And I'll always hold that precious memory and that picture near to me. She loved all of us. She gave us the fondest memories. She was still driving and thriving, and she was still giving me rides to my doctor's appointments. And speaking of driving, she was the one to purchase my very first car when I graduated undergrad. And it was red, and it had a yellow bow, and the yellow bow engulfed the car. I was so stoked because first it was yellow. She knows I'm obsessed with yellow. I had to regroup and get away from the yellow and realize, like, oh wait, it's a car. But that car was so special that when it was time for me to purchase my first car, I made sure it was red as well. Grandma was just everything to us. We went over her house unannounced all the time. We would just put in that code, and we just could not wait for the memories that she would create with us. And we just watched so many things with her. Family Feud, sports, you name it. We used her internet. We had so many sleepovers in her bed. But she also made sure that we had to, she didn't want to mess up her bedding, so she made sure that we had to tuck it all over, because she's like, you are not going to mess up my white bedding, because she absolutely loved white. She made Jeff, Tony, and I, she would make us use white washcloths so that we could see the dirt that we were washing ourselves with. And if we didn't have enough white on that washcloth, she would say, lift your cap over. We absolutely loved spending time with Grandma. She taught me so many line dances. She taught me my favorite game that involves pins and dice. At the time, I thought I was so rich because as a little girl, I was just walking around with pennies and dollars. And at the time, I didn't know any better. I thought Grandma was so regal because she kept her pennies in a purple bag and it was labeled Crown Royal. So, if you know, you know. I always wanted to be like Grandma because she just had everything going on. She had it all together. She was so organized, and I know I inherited that trait from her. She labeled everything. She just knew what everything was, and she's just known for that. That's my mom. She doesn't even like touching my things, so I definitely know I got that from her. She took Jeff, Tony, and I to rollers every Sunday, and she made sure that we balanced our starches out with our vegetables. If she saw that we had mashed potatoes and macaroni and cheese on the tray, she was like, okay, Dee. That's what she called me, Dee. She's like, where are your vegetables? And she always was like, shoulders back, shoulders back. She always wanted to make sure that I stood and walked with pride. She just was wonderful. She just was everything. And if you don't know much about her and her name actually represents, and it means wealthy ruler. And that was my grandma. She was wealthy. And I'm not just talking about in a monetary sense. I'm talking about she was wealthy in her relationship. She was adored by so many. People loved her. She was wealthy because she was healthy. She was able to drive. She was able to travel. She was blessed. She was favored. And also that name is associated with distinctiveness, sophistication, and strength. And if you know my grandma, you know she was that. She was classy and jazzy. So I just thank God for loaning this gem to us for 99 years. And we know that heaven has definitely gained such an angel. And I have no doubt that when she arrived, in the words of Edris Clark, she said, I made it. Thank you, Jesus. So, I love you, Grandma. And I know if you were here, you would say, I love you more. Love you.